There's the culprit. That's actually the culprit right there. This broken pipe right here might be your biggest problem. It is affecting the pressure of the front yard zone. It's going to take a couple of hours to dig that up and fix it. You also have a smaller broken pipe right here on the side of your driveway, which is where all this water's coming from. That's the video I sent the homeowner a couple days ago. As you can see, we're back today to fix the broken pipe. It's leaking out behind me right there. We're going to start by excavating and cutting the roots out of our way. I'm going to show you how I do this one. We're starting this repair with a 9-inch blade on my reciprocating saw so I can cut through some of these tree roots to get to the pipe. Now I've cut through a couple of pieces here. I've gotten down to this little hole. I can feel underneath the hole here, there's a big cavity. That means that's where the break is coming from. Now I've cut this piece pretty loose. With that 9-inch blade, what I don't want to do is cut into the pipe. So I cut as much as I believe I can cut without hitting a pipe. Now I'm going to use my persuader bar, also known as the breaker bar or Johnson bar, to beat on that until I snap it out of my place. Or snap it out of its place. It's like pulling teeth. It came out. I just got to cut a little root on the bottom of that chunk right there, and then we can start digging around to find the pipe we're looking for. That's the big chunk. Now let's hope that we didn't hit any pipes. Cross your fingers for me. There's the culprit. That's actually the culprit right there. This root grew behind the pipe. It pushed the pipe this direction until it snapped right between that fitting and the pipe here. While I was cutting out the root that was covering this whole pipe, of course, I blew through the pipe right there. We're going to start our repair just beyond that. We're going to install a new head tee with a new sprinkler head like the one we just took out of there and get this all fixed up. Before we can do that, I got to get the rest of this root out of my way. With all the broken parts out of my way, I've got a clean spot to make a repair. I've already started by putting the primer on that pipe section of pipe right there because I'm going to take this bell end and place it onto there along with that slip fix repair fitting and a head tee or service tee so I can install the new tee. So I can install the new head. I had to break out a little bit of the sidewalk here and cut another root because the pipe was kind of sitting on top of it. As you can see, we are right on point. Now we can install the service tee and the slip fix. We got it all repaired. We've got our funny pipe sticking out. We're going to do a very important step next, which is flush the line before we install the sprinkler head and cause ourselves more headaches and problems. Let's get it flushed and then we'll install the head. Alrighty, I'd say she's nice and clean now. Let's go ahead and put a head on her. With our head attached, all that's left to do is place it in the ground, backfill the dirt, and set the nozzle to spray the green space in the right direction. Then we're on to the break that's over there. Beautiful! We just got a couple of nozzles to address down the way over there. This little break right here. This lady's system will be good to go. Let's keep working. We got it excavated. I can't see any obvious signs of a break. We're gonna go turn it on and hope we don't blast the whole side of this car. If we do, I've got a garden hose to go clean that up. Let's get it done. A little hard to see right now. That little white rock right there was parked up next to the pipe right about here. And all the vibrations and possibly the car driving over it eventually sent that rock into that pipe, which caused this problem. So now that we know where the leak is, we'll shut the system down, we'll pump out the water, and we'll make the repair using a slip fix. All right, and here's the culprit. This little hole in the pipe that was caused by that rock right there and probably driving over the pipe with the rock underneath it. One thing I'm going to do to make sure that there's no hairline cracks is I'm going to go grab my primer over there and I'm going to run it on this piece of pipe to see if it will reveal any hairline cracks. All right, and as you can see, I'll go ahead and zoom in on this. There are no hairline cracks leaving this, and I'm looking for that because if there were, I would have to cut more off the pipe down there so that we don't have a hairline crack on the clean pipe. If you leave a hairline crack there, it will eventually spread and then get past the fitting that you're going to put on there. So don't leave hairline cracks on the fresh pipe that you're going to be working with. And I double checked that here. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and assemble our slip fix and install it. All right, and there she is all fixed up. I'm done with this one. I'm on to the next one.